Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Comic Book Burrito, the Archer and Armstrong of superhero podcasts. My name's Darien.
My name's Landon.
And today we have a plethora of stuff for you. We got Marvel, we got DC, we got games, you name it, we got it. Let's talk. Landon, how you been?
Been good this week. I saw two movies this weekend. I saw Thor and I saw Minions Rise of Gru.
I have been convincing myself to want to watch Minions Rise of Gru.
It's all. I had more fun watching Minions than Thor.
Well, that's probably because it's Minions.
Yeah,
no movie beats that. Multiverse of Madness could not beat.
I can't wait to talk about our Thor review because you've told me to stay quiet.
Yes, I wanted you to shut up. I didn't want to hear anything you have to say.
I get a little tease about how I feel. But I mean, just watched Thor. I rewatched Spider-Man 2 the other day, and I got me a plug and play.
Nice.
Oh, one last thing. So I haven't announced it yet, but I will here tomorrow. I got me the Green Lantern video game.
Oh God!
PS3.
Everyone's so excited.
Yes, but I'll explain why I got that here. I guess when it's announced on our thing.
There you go. I was just sitting here thinking, though, I'm ready to change the intro a little bit.
Ooh,
tired of saying the word plethora.
Plethora, man.
I'm tired of it.
I'm sick of just saying the same thing every week.
Got a burrito load.
change the music.
That'd be cool. Well, yeah, for me though, this week, I as well watched Thor: Love and Thunder, and what have I been doing? I ain't played as much Marvel's Avengers this week as I did last week. Not because I got tired of it. I just haven't played it.
Mm-hmm.
And
I like that game.
Yeah. I think that's about it. Literally everything I've done, really. Yeah.
It's not hold back. I want to get into this. I want to get into this review of Thor.
Well, you gotta wait.
We gotta wait
because we gotta talk about something that you don't want to talk about.
We're going to review.
We're 2 weeks. Yes, we have to. We're 2 weeks away. Well, we're not 2 weeks. Next week is the last episode, so we just gotta we're pushing through, and we're gonna review quickly Miss Marvel episode 5, which I don't remember the name of.
I don't remember it. That's how much we care.
I didn't pay attention to the name of it.
I don't like this series.
What is Miss Marvel episode 5? I gotta figure out the name of this. Hang on. Well, is there no name? Well, according to Google, there is no title for this episode.
Nothing, but
Well, okay. So spoilers for Miss Marvel episode 5, which might be called Time and Again, based off what I'm looking at right now, but I don't know. All right. Not much happens. Gonna speed through this so we can get to Thor. Let's see. She traveled back in time at the end of the last episode. That's where we're at in this one. We get to meet Aisha, which was her great grandma, and find out more about the lore of this bracelet and all kinds of stuff. And she was being tasked with helping the clandestines, that family, travel back to their home. She didn't want to do it. She chose her family instead, wanted to escape with them out of Karachi, I think is where they are. And she dies at the end. Yeah. Which we had, I guess, already knew, I think. And
definitely.
Let's see. There's a lot of stuff back in time. She meets her grandma as a baby, and her grandma had previously talked about how a trail of stars led her back to her dad while she was in Karachi, and we see that trail of stars in this episode, but it was actually Kamala that created those stars, and it was just confusing. Time travel stuff is confusing.
Yeah, very.
And let's see. In the modern time, because all this is happening because Kamala's bracelet got stabbed with that spear by that lady. Eventually, she completes the task of delivering her grandma back to her baby grandma back to her great grandpa. Yeah.
Oh.
And she's back to modern day. I think it's towards the end, and a rip in time has opened in front of her, and it's a rip in reality, whatever. It's the barrier between the Noor dimension and the normal world is opening, and if it opens all the way, they talk about that it's going to destroy all of the rest of Earth, and it'll completely be taken over. And it's ripped open, and the family tries to go in there. One of them did, and they burned like to ashes, basically, and like skeleton stuff. And the mom of that one boy, who's the leader of that family, basically, she tried to go in there and see. I'm sorry, I only saw it once, and I saw it like it was on like Wednesday or Thursday. I can't remember much of it.
I saw it Thursday. I'm not into the show. I hate it because I kind of just I probably should have rewatched it. I've just zoned out of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, but I feel bad, but like I don't at the same time.
Trying to.
I'm not into the show, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm. I remember. The mom dies, but he transfers her powers to Kamran, which is the boy that Kamala would like. And Kamran is meets up with Bruno at the end, in the very last scene. But first, Kamala closes the portal, and her mom sees it. So her mom now knows that she's got these powers, and she like realizes, everything that your grandma was telling me was true, and all this stuff. And I really like. There was a scene. The only scene that I really, really liked in this episode. Kamala's mom looks down and sees Kamala's necklace on the ground, and she picks it up. She says Kamala's, but it's broken, and it zooms in on it, and it's like the lightning bolt symbol. It was in the first episode. She showed the necklace to that like girl in her school and said it was her name and some language. I can't remember which one. It's that necklace, but it's broken, and when it's broken, it looks like her lightning bolt symbol.
Mm-hmm.
Which I thought was cool. That's one thing I've seen a lot of people talking about on Twitter, is they like the way they're kind of piecing together her outfit. Each episode has had a different thing introduced, like that's like a part of her outfit. And now I guess next week we're going to get her full on Miss Marvel outfit.
Yeah.
But the very last episode is, scene. It's Kamran and Bruno. They're in his room and they're talking, and they're kind of starting to become friends a little bit. And Bruno, I think it was Bruno, finds out that Kamran's got powers, and he looks up out the window and sees a drone of one of these old Stark drones refurbished by the damage control people. And it fires into the window with an explosive, and that was the end of the episode. Next week is the final episode 6.
Oh no, it is episode. Okay, sorry, you're right.
No. Yeah, that was a short and sweet version of the stuff that happened in episode 5. This episode felt like a departure. I get it was story stuff that we like probably needed to know, but at this point, I'm just like the story to me is just kind of all over the place and weird.
Here's the thing: I'm not like Soups, where I need like
Let's
some action.
Go.
Let's go! Like I need like action every minute.
Yeah,
but like, I like to be interested. I don't know if that's too much to ask for.
Yeah.
But
yeah, but I think that is something I don't like about the story of this. I think it's too all over the place. I think the one thing I could say I do like about this show, other than like Kamala as a character, which she's done great, but
not an actress at all.
Yeah, but the one thing I do like about the show is the kind of lore building type stuff. I guess that's one of my favorite parts about all MCU things is the like world building aspects where like we're introduced to new stuff that we didn't know about, like another dimension, kind of like the astral plane or stuff like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, but This episode wasn't my favorite. I think I know a rating though.
Yeah. I'm gonna go. I mean, you want me to go first, or you?
I mean, it don't matter to me.
I'm gonna go with a 5.
I agree.
I feel bad because here's the thing. I know the show's not probably tailored to us.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've always been the fact that something should be tailored just towards everyone in a way.
Mm-hmm.
But same time, you gotta have for certain people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think you should at least make it somewhat interesting for everyone. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's not tailored towards you.
Yeah. And this is in no way talking the showdown for you people that do enjoy the show. It's like he's saying, some things aren't tailored to certain people. Some people are, you're entitled to your opinion. People can like something more than other people.
And if you love the show, I'm happy for you. I'm glad you love the show.
Yeah. But yeah, that is Miss Marvel episode 5 review. Next week is the final episode. Now let's get on to a spoiler-free review of Thor: Love and Thunder. Okay, let me count real quick. Hang on. This is the how many movies this year's only been 2, right?
It's only been
2.
2, yes. Multiverse of Madness and Thor.
That's crazy. Okay. Well, the second MCU movie of 2022, which is also, we only have one more left this year, which is
there not 2? Is there not? No, I thought
we have mostly shows this year. The only movie that's left this year is Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, which is in November. I mean, unless you want to count the holiday special and the Halloween special, but I don't think those count.
How long are those?
Probably like an hour. I wouldn't really count those as movies.
They're special. That's it.
Yeah, that's their specials. Yeah, we both saw. You saw Thor: Love and Thunder Friday as well, right?
Yeah, I saw it Friday with my my girlfriend.
Okay, I watched it. I don't know. I watched about I think it was 3:00 Friday afternoon. My theater was actually pretty filled up. I didn't expect it. A lot of old people. I don't know.
Mine was pretty filled up as well. I think there was 2 seats that weren't taken.
There were a lot of old people in mine. I didn't know what was going on.
Mine was filled with like a bunch of I don't know, people.
I mean, there were people.
Very ages and everything. I don't know. Yeah. What row did you sit on, by the way?
I was the 3rd row from the screen. Same row.
So we're in the same. Okay.
Okay. I was same row I was in when we saw the Batman.
Okay.
All right. So let's start with expectations going into this movie. Obviously, I was excited for it. I know you weren't.
I wasn't, but you and my girlfriend both said, "Come in, give it some hope."
Yes,
I did. And do you want to say what I thought about the movie, or
save it? I'm going to try to ease into
it. I came into the theater with somewhat high hopes.
You came into the theater and you're like, freaking suck.
This is the movie's going.
You were like on the outside. You were like, oh man, I can't wait to watch this movie. On the inside, you're like, oh my god.
Well, as long as my girlfriend was happy, I didn't care. Because I mean, what do I have to say that's so important? You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
I guess that's what you think to yourself all the time.
Yeah.
But I saw both y'all kind of convinced me to maybe give it a chance. And so then I saw it. Okay.
To go into the full-on spoiler-free review, I will say this of not a synopsis of what I thought, but I think that I've seen people say that this is the worst Thor movie, and I by no means agree with that statement.
I don't know about that now,
because Thor: The Dark World is a thing, but I don't think this is better than Ragnarok at all. But I also don't think that it's the worst movie.
Not by any, yeah, not even. It doesn't even come close to that movie. I'd say I like the first Thor. It's like the second worst Thor movie for me.
Okay.
I like the first. I like it a lot.
But this spoiler-free review would probably be something to convince people to go watch the movie and see for themselves. And obviously, you don't want to take the opinions of two good-for-nothing podcasters.
I don't know. I think I'm a pretty stable source, but, whatever.
If we had Spillman in here, then it would be a different story. He'd be trashing everything.
Clearly, there's one that loves it, middle ground, then just abolishes it. Like, everything
You're not allowed to love anything if Spillman's watching it.
I'm surprised.
And this is not any incessant bullying towards him. He knows we pick on him a lot for stuff like this.
Spillman's a great guy. We need to get him back on here.
Yes.
Not getting out of town every week.
Yeah. Anyway, back to the Thor review.
Yes.
So, I mean, this movie is. I know one thing that I really wanted more of, and it's a broad statement, but I wanted more of the movie because it was a really short movie. And I feel like the story was structured weird because it was so short.
I heard a rumor that apparently the whole script was improv. Or something like that. Like the script was improv.
It's a very Taika Waititi.
But I mean, like he had Taika Waititi had the story he wanted to tell.
Mm-hmm.
Like every line was all from an actor and actress. Apparently, I just heard that, and I don't know if that's true or not.
I heard that yet.
But if it is, then I could really tell. If it wasn't, Lord help.
Let's see. Oh crap! I hit my mic. Trying to think. So obviously, this movie. I think if you like Thor Ragnarok, you will not hate this movie. You will at least enjoy parts of the movie. It's very comedy heavy with like most Taika Waititi films are. I have seen a lot of hate on Twitter, mostly because Twitter hates everything, for Korg.
Oh, people hate Korg. I didn't see that.
People are hating on him, and I'm like, well, it's just freaking Korg, man. Like, I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, you obviously have some people that probably don't like certain beats of the story that, like what was revealed at the end of that one joke, which I will not spoil. But I don't know. I thought he was enjoyable throughout the whole movie. And there is this one scene, and you'll probably know what I'm talking about, that takes place in that place where Zeus is with Korg. That shocked me.
The place where Korg is.
No, the place where Zeus was. And there was that fight.
Oh, yes. Yeah, okay, I know exactly.
And I thought that I heard my theater make an audible gasp.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll save that for the spoilers.
Gasp for that scene.
But I do think this movie, there are a lot of funny people are saying, and I know what they're saying, but I don't think they understood the point of it, that the goats, which you do see in the trailers, they're used a lot as a very comedic.
Oh God! Hold on. Let me
okay, so you're one of them, and I'm going to explain to you why you didn't get the joke. Whenever you finish. Okay. Well, they're screaming. They're screaming goats, right?
Yeah.
Screaming goats would get annoying in real life as well because they never stop screaming.
Yeah.
So that's Taika Waititi said in an interview that was the point of the goats. He just wanted to annoy us.
I don't care. I don't care what he was trying to do. It's like that's an awful decision.
But it was funny.
No, it was not.
Yes, it was. You can't tell me when that boat. You can't tell me when those goats. I can't say that. I would just say this was my review.
Sick of those goats. Like it's there's this one lady next to me and my girlfriend, and she was cackling like crazy, thinking that was the funniest thing in the world, and the whole theater is just silent. people were sick of it, and there's one joke in the entire movie. Excuse me, sorry, that got me. I'm not gonna spoil it because I thought it was pretty funny. It's the play scene or whatever.
Oh, yeah. Well, you didn't get. Oh, I don't know if I say that. That's not really a spoiler. You didn't get the Stormbreaker Mjolnir stuff?
No.
That was funny.
I mean, it gave me a little smile, but it wasn't like
the scene where he's on the boat and he's talking to Jane at one point, and he hands her a Mjolnir, and then Stormbreaker just slides into the view of the camera.
Look, it was okay. I mean, my girlfriend and I was having a ball though. So I guess. Well, at least one of us enjoyed it. I don't like the movie. I'm done. I time ago. I didn't like the movie.
Well, I love the movie. Thought it was great. I'm gonna watch it again. Maybe you need to rewatch it, and then maybe you'll probably like it more.
I want to talk about the ending. I mean, we ain't gonna say nothing, obviously, but what did the ending? I mean, it's probably a rhetorical question, but how did the ending make you feel?
I was interested. I'm interested to see where that goes. After I learned that fact that I had told you about the actress, it made me like it a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there are 2 post-credit scenes, by the way, everybody, for this movie.
I mean, one of them's like, okay.
The first one is my favorite Thor character ever, so I'm happy. And the second one is a really cool.
I know you were telling me your theater was roaring.
Mm-hmm.
For the first one, my theater was pretty quiet. I guess I didn't know who that was.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if I spoiled too much just by saying that.
Yeah, we can leave it at that because after this we will record the spoiler review so we can talk about it all. But what did you think of the second post-credit scene without giving away spoilers? I thought it was very nice.
That was very nice. Very hard.
Yes, I was so happy.
I was happy to see.
I did. Yeah, the person. I did hear people in my theater were crying at points in this movie, which I don't
know about people. I don't know about my theater.
I don't know about people, but there were dogs that were crying. No,
she was very upset.
Mm-hmm. That's all I can really say because it's hard to review this movie without spoilers. But I mean, I
want to say let's talk about the villain.
Oh quick. Yeah, Gore. Okay, you hated on Gore. You hated on Christian Bale's Gore, the God Butcher.
Yeah, and I admit I was wrong because he was probably the best.
He was great.
But still, I don't think even he didn't save it as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I think he should have been in it more.
I wonder.
Then again, that boils back down to it should have been a longer movie. Instead of it was an hour and 59 minutes, not counting credits.
Yeah, it's counting credits.
So really, it's only like an hour and 45.
Ooh.
Maybe not that. Maybe an hour 50.
Sure.
Yeah. But all in all, in my opinion, it is it's a nice break from the crazy stuff that's been going on in the MCU. Sort of better than Miss Marvel, I think, and probably maybe better than Eternals.
I mean, I don't have to disagree. I think it gave me more mediocre.
That's not true.
Opinion, but that's not true.
Marvel is not as good as Thor: Love and Thunder. And
look, I don't think it's worse than Dark World because whoever says it's worse than Dark World, I think is over exaggerating it. Because taking from a guy that really didn't like it, it's not that bad. But I think it is the second worst Thor film. Like, I have no desire to see it again. I think that's a really bad. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Actually, no, I don't because I love the movie. But let's see. I think that's about everything. This movie did make me realize what is going on in Phase 4 and what they are doing. Because I've always wondering this whole time, because it's been kind of weird the way they're telling the story, because none of the stuff really connects at all.
Every day that this movie was going to tell us what we were going to see?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. I thought, okay. Well, if I had to guess, it was going to be something to do with just more space stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what this made me realize is Phase 4 is all about showing us where they're introducing a few new people, and those stories haven't connected to really anything, which is good. And these other stuff is showing us all the heroes from last phase and what they are doing since Endgame to catch us up before we get to phase 5, when they just kick into full gear and start the big story.
Yeah.
And this, I feel like, is even though you could say you don't like it, I feel like this movie will probably be a necessary movie to watch if you're watching all the MCU, because this is gonna I can't really say much because I don't spoil it. Maybe I'll just leave it at that, and I'll just tell you guys to go watch the movie and then listen to our spoiler review.
Yeah, very recommended.
But yeah, that is our spoiler-free review of Thor: Love and Thunder. People are sitting there right now and they're like, "That told me nothing."
Yeah, honestly,
that was the worst spoiler-free review. It's hard not to talk about spoilers because a lot of the stuff I want to talk about has
with stuff being such a short movie. Yeah, I mean, it's like the whole movie is just a spoiler. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But one last thing.
Okay. Let me say this before though. Let me ask you this: Guardians at the beginning.
I mean,
the Guardians. We didn't get not many of them. Not all of them talks. I mean, a few of them did. I thought it was a treat. I liked it, even though.
What are you talking about?
What?
Who didn't talk?
Drax.
Yeah, he talks.
When?
During the that battle with the.
Maybe he did, but he only probably had like one line. So I don't remember him.
He talked though. But yeah, he had like one line.
Mantis did she?
Yeah, Mantis did.
I must have missed that then. I don't know. Well, we got your Groot and Rocket, Star-Lord with his beard.
Yeah.
There's a hilarious scene. I'm going to talk about it because it's not really a spoiler. But I'll kind of describe the scene, but not really. Thor and Star-Lord were talking outside of the ship, and Thor says, "I'm going to leave you now." He said, "But before I leave, I would like to give you the ship." And I was just talking like he was giving Star-Lord his own ship. I thought I loved that.
I'm glad you liked it, little Darren.
What do you mean? That was like literally the ending scene in Endgame when Thor was like they were arguing over who should control the ship. That was literally like the same joke.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thor was like, "Oh, now I'm going to give you this ship as a parting gift." And he's like, "This is my ship." And he was like, "Oh, you're going to love her. She's temperamental." It was just,
I think a lot of it is. I think I'm just more or less disappointed than anything else.
You had
Thor Ragnarok is like one of my favorite MCU movies.
Yeah, but this isn't Thor Ragnarok.
I just hate the follow up after that being really mediocre, if not less than that. I'm about to make my girlfriend upset.
Hey, I'm upset.
She is not happy with it.
You're going to hear a gunshot in the middle of this episode, and Landon's not going to talk anymore.
Well, Darren, I don't care. I don't care. But Lord, I mean, I don't know. Because I agree with a lot of people on Twitter, even though I don't most of the time. This is the one time I actually do.
Well, they're hating on Korg, and
I mean, I didn't hate on Korg or anything. I don't think he was as cool as he was in like other films, though.
I mean, he's Korg. He doesn't really have much stuff to do.
One last thing. This is the final last thing.
Yeah.
Then we have like a time thing, but Natalie Portman's character, because I meant to ask that as well.
Mm-hmm.
What did you think?
I liked her better than I did in the other movies.
Yeah, I
think she was better.
Jane, I will say I did like her.
Let's not spoil the main storyline for her. Though.
I'm not.
I just want to make sure.
I mean, we can say she has cancer.
Well, right? There you go. Well, no, but there you go.
They
didn't talk about it in the trailers, though.
That's in the comics, though.
It's in the comics, but it's not.
Well, it's like obvious. That's not a spoiler. That's in the comics. It's in the comics. I'm gonna. Kevin
Feige has a sniper rifle aiming through your window right now.
One and two. Second of all, if you're watching a comic book movie, you should at least know what you're getting into, and you should find out Jane Foster has cancer. So I don't care what people say. You know what I'm saying? So whatever. Right. Anyway, as much as she is a better character in this, I will say that. And I think she's
the hammer
really cool.
The hammer is awesome.
Yeah, the stuff they do that, I'm a little disappointed because I wish they did that in the Avengers game.
Yeah. Like there's a scene which shows Mighty Thor fighting, and she obviously it shows in the trailer she can swing the hammer and all the pieces go flying out. There's one scene where she holds it and brings the pieces back, and they all click back into place on the hammer. And I thought that was like the coolest. Once that happened, I was like, "Oh, that's cool."
It is cool. It is cool. I'm still not invested in her as the movie wants me to be.
Yeah.
But
that stems off of her previous appearances, and you not really.
Yeah, I will say it's a step in the right direction, though. For her character, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But yeah, that's our spoiler-free review of Thor: Love and Thunder. Go see the movie and watch our spoiler review. That'll be out on Wednesday.
Or save your money and don't watch.
No, if you're a true MCU fan, you have to watch everything, even though you don't want to get the whole story. There you go. I said it. That's right. Twitter, come at me. Okay. Let's move on to some news.
Yes.
All right, let's do this. All right, Loki season 2 set photos have been going around. I don't know if you've seen these. Have you? Not? Have you?
I saw one.
There are a few.
With Agent Mobius.
Okay. My grandma called him Morbius the other day.
Oh.
And so
Morbius.
This is what's happened now. All right, here. On the Zoom call, I'm going to share my screen with you. And we'll show you some of these set photos. We'll talk about them. All right. So here's one. This is a blurry version of it, but there's Loki, Mobius. They're dressed up in suits, looking all fancy, and what looks like some old time. That's an old car.
An old car.
Hey, it could be. There's another one right here. This was a movie poster on the outside of a theater for the Zaniac, which is a Marvel character.
Yeah.
There's this one. There's a poster with Kingo from the Eternals on it. That's an old one. Let's see here. Is this the one that you're talking about with Mobius?
Yes, that's exactly the one.
Okay. There's another movie poster one, this one, for the Phone Ranger.
The Phone Ranger?
Which is another Marvel character. It's a villain. Yeah, those have been going around. They are filming right now. And yeah, this is the first look at Loki season 2.
I'm excited. When is this supposed to come out? Next year?
Probably.
Because I Loki was probably like my favorite show. I liked Moon Knight a lot, but now
now Twitter doesn't like Moon Knight, so
I just keep going back to Loki. How much I really enjoyed that show.
Yeah, but I did like WandaVision as well. But yeah, it was our first look at Loki season 2 set photos. Some Easter eggs on those movie posters, and then whatever Mobius and Loki are getting into now. Now Loki's been put into what I guess is an alternate timeline version of the TVA.
Yeah.
And Kang is now controlling it, so I'm excited about that. We have some news about Kang at the end of the Marvel section. I'm excited to talk about. Really excited because it's gonna be cool. But yeah, that was Loki season 2. Disney Plus has updated the Jessica Jones title card. So I know whenever the title card will pop up in the middle of the show, whatever, and normally it said Jessica Jones, but now they've changed it. It says AKA Jessica Jones is the title.
What?
Yeah, I don't know why.
AKA Jessica Jones. Oh,
it's a interesting change. I don't know why they did it. I think it may have something to do because there's been rumors going around about Jessica Jones that we're going to talk about here in a minute. And I think that may be part of the reason.
You think they're going to change the entire name or something? Like, what do you think?
I don't know. I don't think they'll change. I don't think they'll do that. Maybe, but I do have, and I got to pull up the screenshot here because there's way too much stuff to write down. So I decided to screenshot it because I'm lazy.
I am too. So no.
Let's see here. This is some news about Echo. Now Spillman is interested in this show, and I'm surprised about that because he hated Hawkeye, but he's interested in this because it's being written by the same people that wrote Daredevil and Punisher.
Okay.
And we got some news.
Well, again, it's going to have that Marvel Studios hands all over it. I'm just saying.
We got we got here some news about Echo. This is good news. Matt Murdock will be appearing in 3 episodes, and he will be wearing the black and red suit, which is not his normal suit. It's the one that's like full black with the two red D's on the front.
Yeah, which I love that outfit. Yeah. I kind of wish it was his normal outfit.
Yeah, that's his. He'll be appearing in that. We don't know if he'll be in She-Hulk. I think he's supposed to be in the yellow and black outfit or whatever, which would be weird how he shows up in a different outfit than another one. But I don't know.
Every time they're on screen, he's just
a different outfit. Yeah, he's gonna be in the Frogman outfit in She-Hulk. Confirmed.
That'd be really cool. I'd dig it, honestly.
But yeah, Matt Murdock will be in 3 episodes. Wilson Fisk will be in it for 4 episodes. Kingpin's storyline is building up to him running for mayor of New York City. He's going to be wearing an eye patch because he was shot in the head in Hawkeye. So I'm excited to see that mayor story go on because that's one step closer to seeing Spider-Man versus Kingpin.
Mm-hmm. I hope that's kind of like the main thing in Spider-Man 4. It's just big talks right now.
Yeah, Tom hasn't signed a deal for it yet.
Yeah, strangely.
Yeah.
You think he would? I don't know. Unless he did. Has he not done a new contract already? Nope. Weird.
But there's a subplot in Echo. Matt Murdock will be looking for Jessica Jones.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I did hear about that.
Which is why maybe might tie into why they changed the title of her show. I don't know. Just kind of workshopping there.
Matt looks for Jessica.
Yep.
AKA Jessica Jones.
There you go. Yeah, I'm excited for the Echo. I mean, I liked Echo and Hawkeye. I thought she was cool. But now she'll get her own show, and we're getting Daredevil and Kingpin back in that.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, it's like, it should be like a surefire hit, but we'll
see.
I'm nervous. You know what I'm saying? I'm scared. I'm scared, Darien. I'm scared.
You'll be scared. Trust in Feige.
I have. That's my problem.
Well, this is a movie studio that put out basically 19 fire movies, one after another. Because I'm saying 19 because some of them weren't that good.
I know you'll get some L's along the way.
Yes, so right now there have just been a few in a row. It stands to happen when you have about 30 something projects.
I'm scared, Darren. Yeah, I'm worried, man.
They gotta get back into their groove.
I don't want my MCU movies to suck.
Well, we'll see. This isn't a movie; it's a show. All right. Speaking of shows, one show that may be filming right now, I don't know, but there's a lot of news coming out about it. Ironheart. Mm-hmm. And we know the villain of the show, the villain of Marvel Studios' Ironheart, will be the Hood, which I have many comics that he is featured in. Basically, let me give a synopsis of the character in a way. He's a criminal.
Yeah.
And he gets a hold of this hood cloak thing, and it's got a demon attached to it. And the demon, once he puts it on, the demon takes control of him and uses him to fight, basically.
Yeah.
And
the character pretty much explains itself. He's a villain.
Yeah.
Where's the?
Yeah, he's the Hood. And
no, but he could be.
Yeah. His powers. I was going to read those because he's got a lot. I didn't realize he had so many.
Yeah.
Or at least all these. His abilities are mysticism, occult knowledge, and paraphernalia. He's a criminal mastermind, perfect marksmanship, basic training in hand-to-hand combat, And he has, in the comics, been able to turn into a giant demon. The magical cloak and boots are used for invisibility and air walking. And he could manipulate reality using the Norn stones. And he also held the Infinity Stones at one point.
All right.
His first appearance was in 2002. But yeah, he's never come into contact with Ironheart before in the comics. So
this will be a brand new thing, and I guess a normal thing in comics now.
yeah, that's how that works.
That's how it usually goes.
It is a Nasanti demon. So we know we heard about the sands of Nasanti at the and Doctor Strange. They're mentioned at one point. So maybe this will tie back to Doctor Strange a little bit.
Yeah, possibly. Are we going to talk about her concept art that got leaked? Or
well, we kind of mentioned that last week, but you saw it officially.
Yeah. Oh, we did talk about that last week. You're right.
But we did get what he's talking about is the first look at the concept art for her Mark I suit that'll be in Black Panther 2.
Yeah. It looks good.
Mm-hmm. It looked very thrown together, kind of like the first Iron Man suit was. It kind of reminded me of like a giant bulky version of that suit that Tony throws together in the Avengers game in that one mission.
Oh, yes. I mean, to be fair, I don't even think it's that bad. If people were hating on it, I'd be surprised.
Well, a lot of them thought that was what her outfit was going to look like. Oh, and that's why I put out a tweet and I was like, this is her Mark I outfit. She will have another outfit when
you morons.
They are. Sorry, Twitter is just not.
That's Twitter.
Yeah. But yeah, that is the villain of Ironheart. Here's some good stuff. I like this. I got excited about it. Marvel Studios will be unveiling an exclusive first look at Disney Plus's X-Men 97, Marvel Zombies, and What If Season 2 at Comic-Con.
That is really good news.
Yes. They call the Comic-Con thing a mega panel. So I expect a lot. We can have a whole extra beef episode about the reveals that they do.
And we probably will do that. Yeah.
This is we run out of ideas too much.
Yes, honestly.
Yes, I'm excited. X-Men 97. Very excited for that. Marvel Zombies. I don't know what route they'll take with it. Maybe if it branches off that What If episode, I don't know. But or maybe it's its own thing.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see that. These are all animated.
I think they said it was its own thing.
Okay. Well then.
Pretty sure.
Now we don't know anything about that other than the name.
Yeah.
And then What If Season 2, which was rumored to be coming out this year, but I don't know if that's happening anymore. I think it may got pushed back. I'm not sure.
It might be announced and shown off a bit this year.
That's true. Speaking of that, because you reminded me of a piece of news that I do have here. We are getting a trailer for that at Comic-Con.
That's good.
Let me look at this. I found a bunch of news while I was on Twitter. I'm going to rattle it off real quick. It's going to be all random. The Thunderbolts movie, Kazar will be appearing in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Chloe Bennett will return as Quake in Secret Invasion. Blue Marvel will appear in the Marvels. I'm going to talk about that later.
Yes.
Christoph Beck is composing the soundtrack for Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. He did the other Ant-Man movies. Yeah, we get the first looks at those. The first trailer for season 2 of What If will be shown at Comic-Con. And where is it at? Well, I've lost the other piece of news. Okay, and here it is. This is a thing. This is a very reliable source. I think they only really post stuff that's been confirmed or not, or posted by like good leakers like Daniel RPK or someone like that. Mm-hmm. But apparently there are huge talks that Mephisto will be introduced in Agatha House of Harkness.
Ooh, okay.
And I will not shut up about it when it happens.
This will literally...
And we're getting our first look at the Halloween special, Werewolf by Night, at San Diego Comic-Con.
If I have to hear new rock stars talking about Mephisto again.
Oh, and this. I got more. Have you heard of the Captain America villain Nuke?
Yes.
He will be one of the villains of Captain America 4.
Ooh. All right.
And we got the main villains of Fantastic Four, apparently. leaked Psycho Man and Super Skrull.
Is Super Skrull?
And Doctor Doom is supposed to be in it too.
Well, yeah. I mean, I didn't want Doctor Doom or Galactus obviously to be like the first villain, anything like that.
They wouldn't do Galactus. They'll save him for like the big.
Thank God they did it. I mean, they did. I'd probably be a bit upset, but I think Super Skrull might be a bit early as well. I don't know. It's gonna be. I don't know. We got Skrulls already.
Yeah.
Ain't two out there.
But yeah, speaking of Captain America 4, I got some news about that.
Yes. Give me all that.
Marvel Studios has reportedly hired Julius Ona to direct Captain America 4. What's the guy's name? I don't remember the writer's first name, but it's the same writer that did Falcon and Winter Soldier is writing this movie.
Yeah.
And the director is Julius Ona, who... Have you ever watched the Cloverfield Paradox?
Is that the one that's like from Netflix?
No.
Or is that the second one?
This is like the second one. It's the Cloverfield. It came out I don't know what year it came out. Hang on. I've seen it.
It's the one with
2018.
Like, and she's like in that bunker.
It was, well, let's see.
Cloverfield Paradox.
Yeah, it's Netflix. Yeah, sorry. It is Netflix.
Yeah, that's the I've not seen that one.
Okay, well, he directed that movie and the first one.
Ooh, okay. All right.
And I'm not sure what else. Daniel Bruhl was in that movie, which he played Baron Zemo.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he's directing. That was just a very crazy movie, so I'm interested to see how he does that.
Yeah, I've seen the first two, and they were fantastic.
I think he. Hold on, let me look at his.
I feel like he did something with the second one.
Julius.
Not too sure.
Okay, that's him. I know what he looks like. I want to know what he's done.
I know what you look like.
He made the 2017 Cloverfield movie.
Okay, is that the one with
It's just called Cloverfield.
It's called Cloverfield?
He made this movie called The Girl Is in Trouble. He's made a lot of small movies as well.
I saw Cloverfield Lane.
I don't know if that was maybe him or not.
That was J.J. Abrams.
Yeah, probably. JJ does everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, he did those movies, and he's doing Captain America 4, our first look in. I'm excited. I'm excited for that movie just because it's a Captain America movie, and we're getting Sam Wilson back as Captain America.
Yeah, I'm very excited for that. I'm pretty excited to see Sam. Sam is
Nuke.
Honestly,
Get some Nuke in there.
Oh.
I'm curious who the main villain will be because I know Nuke is one of them, but I don't know who the big one will be. It might be Nuke. I don't know.
Nuke.
I don't see him being a big villain. I feel like he'd be like the side villain.
Yeah, I'm not sure who.
I'd like to see like some branch of Hydra come back or something.
I don't know. I'm not too sure.
Mm-hmm. We'll find out. The movie should be out in 2024 because I think it starts filming next year. All right.
Yeah.
Apparently, this is going back to Comic-Con real quick. I thought I should add this. Marvel will reportedly be making, quote, big waves with Black Panther 2 at San Diego Comic-Con. We should be getting a trailer this month, so I'm pretty sure we'll get a trailer for it at Comic-Con.
Yeah, who knows?
Because, it comes out in November. It's about time we get our first teaser trailer. But speaking of Comic-Con, Marvel's Hall H Mega Panel is officially scheduled for Saturday, July 23rd, which is next week. Not next weekend, but the weekend after, correct?
Yeah, it is the weekend after.
I will be out of town when that happens, which sucks.
Sucker.
But I will be keeping up with the news. And maybe we'll go live. Maybe we'll go live on our social media to talk about it. I don't know. All right, let's move on to this. This is interesting. It's a series synopsis for a Disney Plus animated show, and don't know what it is. No one does, I don't think. But we're about to find out. Here we go. This is the series synopsis. A secret society of humanoid aliens living on Earth dispatches a team of spies across the world to collect a series of missing artifacts that threaten to influence mankind. We have a female voice actor is wanted to play a character named Jin. She is female, late 20s, Chinese warrior. Although she has a gentle, calm side, Jin is no pushover. In fact, she's possibly the best trained martial artist in the world. When Bosco steals an artifact from her people, she feels quite betrayed and is determined to retrieve it. She has a sophistication and maturity to her. She's going to have a Mandarin accent and will speak Mandarin. And the recording date is late July, early August 2022.
Interesting. Very
this
interesting.
may be What If season 2, but this is the series synopsis, so I don't know. And I doubt it's anything to do with the 10 rings either, because, but I mean, it could be. It could be like 10 rings.
I mean, that's my thing. I think,
but I don't know. It has something to do with humanoid aliens living on Earth.
Yeah, Lord knows.
No one knows. Like literally, like this doesn't connect. We haven't heard anything.
Everyone, as far as I'm concerned, everyone's blank until like the project comes out.
Yeah, unless this is an animated show that introduces a new stuff that we've never seen.
Oh yeah.
This could be, and then we see it, and that could be what it is. I don't know. But I thought that was worth mentioning. Curious about that. If it films this year, then I don't, or records this year, I don't know what. Todd Harris is the showrunner. Director is Liberty Evans.
Interesting. I'm not too familiar with them.
I'm not. I was thinking Inhumans at first, but I don't know if that's an Inhumans animated show.
I wouldn't want to waste my money on that.
Well, you get it's on Disney Plus, so waste your money on good stuff on Disney Plus.
Yes.
Did want to say, I took a screenshot of it just so I could remember, because that's what I do. The Spectacular Spider-Man is now streaming on Netflix.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so you can go watch that.
Currently?
Mm-hmm.
You're not. You're lying.
No, I'm not. It's all over. You can go watch
You're lying.
Go watch it.
I'm looking it up right now because I'm going to watch that with my girlfriend tonight. Screw work. I'm calling off sick tomorrow. Looking it up right now. Oh, my God. Spider-Man 2, Spectacular and Amazing Spider. Dude, I didn't know these were on here.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, they even got spawned.
Oh, well, no one likes that.
Holy crap, Spectacular Spider-Man. It literally says new episodes. Man, don't lie to me. I know I said
Don't give me hope.
Don't give me hope.
Yeah, that is now on Netflix. Giancarlo Esposito has had talks with Marvel Studios for an unknown role recently. My hopes are coming true.
He's the voice.
Please, Doctor.
He's the voice of Dr. Ben.
I hope so. That is like my one wish.
That's all.
I'll take Giancarlo Esposito. Giancarlo Esposito. We talked about it last week. I think he can play. I can play anybody. I'll let him play Invisible Woman. Dude, as long as I get him in the MCU.
Honestly, dude, if he did the Thing, I think that'd be kind of interesting if he did the Thing. But, I mean,
I think he's a doctor. He's more Doctor Doom.
He's quite.
And I came up with the idea. I think Liam Neeson needs to do Galactus.
Liam Neeson, ooh, that would be kind of good.
You know, he's got that voice, and then they just make it like deep and like booming. That would be great.
Yeah.
That's just the hope. But Giancarlo Esposito is talking with Marvel Studios, which is good.
That is good. That's really good.
All right. Next. Here we go. Some Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantum Mania news. Ready for this?
Yes.
The movie takes place primarily in the quantum realm.
Okay.
MODOK is in the movie in a very prominent role. He is Kang's advisor and the second main villain of the movie.
Okay.
Corey Stoll is playing MODOK. Corey Stoll played Yellow Jacket.
Okay.
Which he did get sucked into the quantum realm, whatever. He went subatomic. I'm interested to see how they bring him back as MODOK.
Yeah,
I'm also very excited to see MODOK in MCU. That's
honestly, I'm like, MODOK could be like really good.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
he's being Kang's advisor, which is good. He's normally an advisor, isn't he? He's in what I've seen, he's like working for people a lot.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Cassie Lang becomes a hero, which we already knew she was becoming the hero stature, which she is in the comics. This movie does not set up Young Avengers, and it possibly sets up another team, not Fantastic Four, but may be the road that leads to Fantastic Four.
That's good. That's good.
But we are getting a fight between Kang and Krylor, which Krylor is somebody. I think Bill Murray is playing Krylor, if I remember correctly.
Huh.
Who's Krylor?
Yes. I think you are. I think you're right on that.
Krylor is a subservient scientist to the crazed warlord. Who? Wait, what? Okay.
What?
I'm confused. I was reading this. Krylor. This is something out of some random comic. I don't know. Let me find his Wikipedia. That's what we want. Here we go. Well, let's give me any information at all. Thank you. I don't know. I've only seen one picture of him so far. He's green and he's got a cool looking mustache. His first appearance is in 1972 in Incredible Hulk number 156, and he also died in that issue.
So like one appearance.
Yeah. But he's apparently a strong fighter.
A strong fighter.
Okay. Right. I don't know. He'll be fighting Kang, which I'm excited to see.
Okay.
I'm excited to see that movie. It's because that'll be more epic than Ant-Man and the Wasp was.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
We're finally getting more Kang.
Yeah.
Right. But, I do believe that is the end of the MCU news, Marvel news.
Oh, MCU Marvel? What do you mean?
No, breaking. Hang on. Wait. I just lost it. We got.
God.
No. We got some Kraven the Hunter news.
Oh no. Yeah, we're done with Marvel news for the day.
No, we got to talk about this because this might be something.
It could be cool. It has a possibility of being cool. I'm like, I don't know about that.
Well, we know that Aaron Taylor Johnson is playing Sergei Kravenov, millionaire activist opposed to hunting animals. It says when Sergei was still a child, his father subjected his son to a rite of passage that gave him superhuman abilities. And that Russell Crowe will be playing Vladimir Kravenov, the original Kraven the Hunter, now retired.
You know what they're going to do? They're going to have him be the original Kraven. And he freaking he wears the classic outfit, and then they're gonna make a joke about it. Yeah,
probably. But I sent it to you. Kevin Feige warned Sony not to go too crazy with their Spider-Verse stuff.
Yes,
and they have not listened.
Yeah, they have not listened completely. Holy crap, they have not.
I understand. But I did see that Kevin Feige is helping produce Madam Web.
Ooh, okay.
So, possible connection.
Possible. I'll just say a chance at possibly being all right.
Toby and Andrew showing up in Madam Web.
Unless, what if it's an inside job? And it just really sucks.
He just ruins it from the inside.
Yeah, he's like, I'll make sure Sony has such a bomb they have to sell Spider-Man to us.
Oh,
that was the goal.
Probably. I wouldn't be surprised. I did want to point out, I thought this is funny. My dad said, I'm going to watch Morbius because I've always told him it sucked. I don't want to watch it, so he decided to watch it, and he cut it off halfway through because he thought it was weird.
Oh, really?
I was like, yeah, that movie sucks.
Yeah, I would never ever watch that movie.
I'll watch it eventually. I just don't. I won't enjoy it.
Do that. You know what? I was gonna say we ought to do we ought to change some of our things. They call it like rotten, like rotten.
The Rotten Burrito.
Yeah, the rotten burrito or whatever.
That'd be good. We talk about bad. Well, we already talked about a lot of bad movies on Extra People.
I know, right? It's gonna be awful.
But yeah, that is the end of Marvel news. I have one piece of DC news, and that's it.
Okay.
Black Adam will apparently feature a faceless Superman cameo, just like in Shazam.
That is the most laughable news I've ever heard.
Yep. But there is another cameo that's supposed to be in the show with Harcourt from Peacemaker, and the Suicide Squad is also supposed to be in the show. Not show, sorry, movie.
Very. I'm not looking forward.
No, I'm tired of this. I want real Superman. Give me Superman.
I'm looking forward to Black Adam, but hearing that, it's just like, ugh.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? DC needs to figure out what they're doing.
Really? This is Superman we're talking about. He's not a character just thrown in a movie with a cameo.
As far as I'm concerned, Marvel is kind of on a low side right now.
And DC is, well, Ezra Miller is putting DC on.
Yeah. But I'm saying, this is what I'm getting to, though. It is their turn. They could possibly just strike it out of the park real quick. And that's firing Ezra Miller. And DC Super Pets and Black Adam. And is Shazam coming out this year as well?
Yes, in December, which also takes me to my second point I was going to say. Shazam will be shown, the new Shazam movie will have something shown at Comic-Con.
So, talking about all that, I mean, there's a chance, they could overtake Marvel this year.
It's possibility.
I don't know about with tickets. I don't know about with sales or anything.
That is true because Thor: Love and Thunder I just saw is already hitting close to half a billion. Yeah,
because here's the thing: everyone just expects Marvel good at this point. I don't know if
everyone's gonna go watch it anyway.
But review wise, I think I would say a lot as well. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that's all I had for DC news.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any gaming news?
I do. We talked about Jane Foster. The only gaming news we have is just the Thor Love and Thunder outfit is in Marvel's Avengers,
which is nice.
Yeah, I don't care for the outfit, but if you like the movie, like Darien, then and it's it might be a good.
I just want to. Well, I'm not gonna say that. It's a spoiler. I was gonna say something, but I can't.
No, I think I know what you're gonna say.
No, you don't.
I want the nude. I want the nude.
That's not. Hey,
that's the one I want.
I'll teach their own. I guess I don't want that.
Hey, I'm saying no. You can appreciate a man's bod. I'm just saying. Just saying.
Okay. But that's all the gaming news.
Yeah, that's all the gaming news. Unless you can think of something. That's all I know.
I ain't got anything.
Yeah.
I guess that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
That was a quick episode. All right.
Wait, you think so? I don't know. I thought the Thor thing took a while.
Yeah. But we're still, we're like at an hour right above it.
Well, I guess we could announce. I don't know. It's a leak. It's a Marvel's Avengers leak.
Okay.
It's the Thor Ragnarok outfit they're coming out with that, and it's outfit from the movie, from the beginning of the movie, and it comes with the crown of Surtur.
Mm-hmm.
Is that how you pronounce it?
I think we talked about this last week.
Did we?
Yeah.
Did we also talk about the Avengers Endgame Iron Man skin?
Yeah, because you mentioned the Infinity Stones on his hands.
Okay.
There's no gaming news besides that one.
Okay.
Well, that's not true.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
They accidentally announced She-Hulk.
Oh yeah, the Xbox thing. Yeah, they're all like, yeah.
Yeah, Brian Wagner was the other guy, and they started talking about She-Hulk, and he was like, "No, we haven't said anything about that yet."
Yeah,
I was like, "It's so awkward."
Mm-hmm. That was hilarious.
Yeah, but we got a She-Hulk semi announcement. That's everything.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
End it off.
Yeah. All right. So thank you all so much for joining us this week. Like I said at the beginning, definitely check out on Wednesday our spoiler review of Thor: Love and Thunder. And let's see, sometime this month we have a script reading of our comic book Night Watcher and Killzone coming out. And I mean, really, that's all I can think about. Other than, last week, I think it was last week, I recorded my episode of the Galactic Burrito, my second episode. Go check that out. YouTube decided to copyright claim it again, even though they did they did the same with the first one, and then I disputed it, and they took it away, and then they did it with the second one. So I'm mad.
This is bull.
It is. But
we will not allow this.
No.
Our thing.
No. But yeah, that's about everything. So if you have any questions, comments, corrections, or concerns, you can contact me on Instagram at DarienH4404. It's DARIENH 4404, or on Facebook at the Comic Book Burrito official page. Very interactive over there. Always posting stuff, sharing links to articles and stuff you can read. So definitely check that out. And Twitter at the CB Burrito, capital C, capital B, and Burrito.
Yeah, you can contact me at Spider_Landon on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And also contact us on our official Instagram page, but that's more for notification purposes. Me and Darien both recommend Twitter and Facebook, very interactive. And yeah.
All right. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Bye, guys.
See ya.
Excelsior.